Good day and welcome back to this video. Many of my clients have wondered the best way to pay their taxes. Well, I want today to show us the easiest way to pay your taxes, especially the Federal Inland Revenue Services taxes. I'm not talking about the local taxes that for the individual states, especially in terms of our local Inland Revenue Services, FCT, Lagos, and so on. We're talking about the Federal Inland Revenue Services, the taxes that accrue onto them, the easiest way to make these taxes. And I have said here that there are actually two steps. The first step is using the remitter platform to generate your remitter RRR. Once that is done, payment is as easy as anything. I want us to go to a web browser and just demonstrate. It's a short video, not going to take your time. Okay, welcome to the web browser here now, and this is Chrome. Well, you can use any web browser of your choice, whether it is Microsoft Explorer, Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, and whatever web browser you desire. So we go to Remitter website, and it is called remitter.net, right? I hit enter. Okay, I come to this website. Well, you see so many awesome ways to use Remitter. They write buy WIAC pin, electricity, so many things you could do, a federal government. And here you don't see anything about taxes. Just say do more, click on do more. Then you see pay taxes here. You click on it, it opens up another tab, and you see pay taxes. Now, is it pay once, pay recurring? We always use pay once. If you had already generated your RRR, you could click on this to say it is an invoice that you want to deal with. It takes you to where you pay immediately, but we want to generate our RRR first. So the first required field here is type of tax. So you open it up here. Now you begin to look from the top here in alphabetical order the kind of taxes that we pay to Federal Inland Revenue Services. So you see annual luxury surcharge, we have capital gains tax, company income tax, education tax, there are fees, FIRS fees, foreign travel interest, NASENI, NITDF, pay as you earn, ISPE, penalties, personal income tax, and so on. Let me assume that we are paying value added tax. You click on it, then boom, it brings out payer TIN. You need to put your payer TIN number. Okay, let me put my company's payer TIN. No, 01. Now this is mine. Now observe that there is no information here. Immediately I tap from this, it's going to look into the database of FIRS and bring out my name, the name of my company. So I tap, and you see it down here, Figure Square Limited. This GA actually stands for GERKI. It will actually tell you where your tax office is. This is the code for GERKI. And it begins to ask, what is the amount that you want to pay? Let me assume that for a particular month, I am paying a VAT of 65,000, and a VAT of 65,000 will be 3,250. I tap from there. Remitter platform is smart enough to write the amount in words. Well, look at it here, 3,250 Nigerian naira. Peradventure, there's any other country that is using naira, but this is Nigeria own. Okay, so you say, what is the period? Now, it is usually for a month, a year, and whatever period that you are paying for. If I assume here now that I'm paying for the end of May 2018, for instance, 3105 2018. I could also use their date picker here, but I just type that in. The contract date, I'm going to use the same date here as my contract date and do the same thing here. Right? Now, this is not a required field. Reconciliation PV number. Peradventure, in your own payment voucher, you have a number that's attached to this payment. You could put it here so that it will be easy for you to do your reconciliation. But that's not the case here. And it is not a required field, so we don't have to do anything. Now, this one is automatically generated for us. Very important is the payer's email. Why is it important? If you don't put a valid email there, now whenever you make payment, the problems we've always had in time past, you go to bank and make payment to FIRS, and the bank generates the e-ticket for you, which is very, very, very important. E-ticket for you and give it to you. You can never go back to the bank to ask for it again. If on your way it gets missing, you had there's just nothing you can do about it. But using the remitter platform here, it sends a copy of that transaction straight to your email. Beautiful. Any day you can go back to that email and extract that payment and print it. You don't have to bother about it getting missing. So it is awesome. Awesome. Okay. I want it to go to solution, and well, email, you could type it in lowercase. Let me just do that. Figuresquare.net. Okay. What about the phone number? Also very important. Every payment that is made, an alert is sent back to that phone number, and you could use it to do verification if peradventure something goes wrong. Okay. All right. This is the number I want. Then we have to do this captcha thing, 8DYE as the case may be. I'll just click on process payment. Now, that first step is done. Our RRR will be generated. And boom. By the way, RRR means remitter retriever reference. This is the number. This is it. Now, anywhere in the world, this RRR has been allocated to one particular payment, which is a VAT payment in respect of the month of May 2018, as it relates to a transaction of 65,000 for Figure Square Limited. No other one has this RRR code. I will copy it, and that is the first step for generating RRR. Right? The second step is to process your payment. To actually process your payment. And how do you do that? There are various means. You could take this RRR, copy it, go to bank, fill a teller, put this, tell them you want to make an a remitter payment. They know what it means. It's quite popular all over our banks in Nigeria. And give them this code. You don't need to explain anything. You don't need to tell them the tax type. You don't need to just do anything. The key in this RRR, every detail is there, and you make payment and they print out your e-ticket and go. Even when you make this payment in the bank, a copy is sent to that email that you put while you were generating your RRR. So beautiful. I was in bank one time, and to print out the receipt of my payment took 2 hours. Their printer was down, I never knew that I had a copy in my email. I would have walked out of that bank. I almost slept on the bank. But when I came back, I realized that a copy was already waiting for me in my email. And I said, why did I waste my time in this bank? So that's a beautiful one. Well, I don't do cash payment any longer on this RRR thing. Other experience made me to stop. I go straight to the banks, to my online platform, and I do the payments. If you are first bank, just click here, it takes you there and all that. For instance, if you are using GTB like I use so many times, well, this is the platform. You have to get into your bank. You have to put in your bank details in order for you to be able to do this. I'm going to put in my user ID and password off the screen, and when I'm done, we'll be back. Okay, I've logged into my bank, GT Bank here. And how do you do the payment? Okay, I'm going to scroll down to payment and collections. When you scroll down to it, yours might be different, but just look out for it to make remitter payments. See remitter here. I click on it. Okay, boom, it's open. So it shows you transactions you've done in time past. This is all transactions I've done on behalf of my clients in time past. So they're all here. So I want to make a new one. I click on make new payments. Okay, now that RRR comes handy here now. I put in the RRR which I generated. Put in my, okay, my name, whatever name you want to put here. It doesn't matter, but it's required. Then when you click on continue, the bank gives you a warning you are leaving Guaranteed Trust Bank PLC website. Guaranteed Trust Bank takes no responsibility for activities carried out outside Guaranteed Trust Bank website. Okay, that's a disclaimer. We are okay with that. We say okay. Now it shows you a preview of the kind of things that is attached to this your RRR. The beneficiary is Federal Inland Revenue Service. Description is value added tax. The amount is 3,250. It has an ID. Then it says the depositor's name. If is that so, these are scanty information compared to what is there, but it's just a preview for you to know if it looks exactly like what you want to do. Alright, you select the account that you want to pay from. I have only one account here. You put in your secret question, and then you enter your PIN code and all. Then you click on pay. I'm not going to do that now because I'm not paying for any VAT. It's just a demonstration of how to do it. And once you do this, now something interesting, sometimes when you do it, especially from Guaranteed Trust Bank, then it begins to go, start rolling and loading and loading. And what I've observed is that an error just comes up, but that error does not mean anything. The transaction has been carried out. If you're on alert, you begin to see an alert immediately. You see an alert. Don't bother about whatever error is going to bring after you click on pay. Don't do it 2 times. Once you click on pay, rest assured it is done. All you have to do is to log into your email and print it out. I will do an example of my mail, for instance. Okay, I have an account with mail.com, right? And let me put my password here. Okay, I just want to show you an example of how it looks like. Okay, now these are some of the education taxes I've paid on behalf of my clients. But let me just go to the email. These are unread. Many of them I've clicked and I've printed out. Let me show you a sample of this. Okay, let me just show you. Okay, the receipt is here. It's attached. This is, you see, remitter. Now it's effectively, this is Wuse. You see, so now let me open up and show us the receipt. This one is saving to my hard drive or to open it. Now you see I always have a copy in my email there. I'm going to my downloads to open it. I use Foxit to read my PDFs. So it comes in PDF. This is what we say. This is the remitter generated on the 29th, right? So this is the email that I used here. This is the amount I paid. These are some of the informations. It's saying the payment channel is going to be GTB Internet Bank. If it's cash, it will tell you whatever bank you made the payment, cash, the officer that received it, and so on. This is GTB Internet payment, and so on. So this is what you require to attach to your filings in your document and make payment to FIRS. Thank you for your time.